kailabreece.
Former UK Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher once said, "A world without nuclear weapons would be less stable and more dangerous for all of us." However, it was former US President Ronald Reagan who said, "I call upon the scientific community in our country, those who gave us nuclear weapons, to turn their great talents now to the cause of mankind and world peace, to give us the means of rendering these nuclear weapons impotent and obsolete." Nuclear proliferation. This is defined as the spreading of nuclear weapons, fissile material, and nuclear technology to nations which are not currently recognized as nuclear weapon states. This topic has been an escalating theme of concern as many nation-states deemed irrational, irresponsible, and violent have been attempting to secure nuclear material and technology. Now, some scholars conclude that the spread of nuclear weapons could increase international stability, a sort of balance of terror. Some say nuclear weapons promote caution in decision makers. For example, the Cold War between Russia and the United States. Neither Washington nor Moscow would risk nuclear Armageddon to advance territorial or power goals, hence, a peaceful stalemate ensued. But we must also be aware that proliferation begets proliferation. If one state produces a nuclear weapon, it creates almost a domino effect within the region. States in the region will seek to acquire nuclear weapons to balance or eliminate the security threat. When the United States demonstrated that it had nuclear power capabilities after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the Russians started to develop their program in preparation for the Cold War. Then, with the Russian military buildup, France and Great Britain started to perceive this as a security threat, and therefore they pursued nuclear weapons. Thus, the domino effect. My question to my fellow intellectuals is this: what do you think of nuclear proliferation? Do we still need nuclear weapons to balance power? Can we at the very least just have a minimal inventory of nuclear weapons? And basically, does the proliferation of nuclear arms do more good than bad? Personally, I support the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Only 3 nations did not sign the treaty: India, Israel, and Pakistan, and North Korea withdrew their signature. Now this treaty calls for 3 key policies. 1, non-proliferation, obviously. 2, disarmament. And 3, the right to peacefully use nuclear technology, like nuclear power plants. The U.S. has over 5,000 warheads. Do we really need that many? When I hear about the proliferation of nuclear weapons, I get very uncomfortable. This technology, at least in its weaponized form, is not the type of know-how we need to be proliferating. The world today is still filled with these unstable governments, theocratic regimes, and those cultures who find a need to demonstrate might is right. Now sadly, I think my own country of origin is guilty of this as well, but I'm proud to say at least we aren't fanatical terrorists about it. Still, this issue will not go away. It will either end with disarmament, or proliferation, or destruction. My limited and humble wisdom tells me that when nuclear weapons are proliferated, war is proliferated, and death may certainly follow. This is kailabreece. What do you know?